Hello everyone and welcome to the new SMP. This is sort of the new SMP. Not really. I'm not sure if this will be or not. It's so far it's going to just developing that way. This one is probably going to be a little bit more free. We might do some survival stuff later, but I think it's actually quite cool to give people creative mode. Eventually, obviously the server will get crashed. I don't really know how to leave it running so you guys can just use it all the time. The Minehut servers were great for that. But I've got some jobs to do on here. Just some basic chores. You can come along for the ride. If it's not for you, you don't have to watch this video. We're just going to be playing around with some command blocks and some very basic stuff just to see what's possible really in the game. I've got to clean the snow off. Luckily, I have my handy dandy snowplow machine. Goodbye snow. No more snow on my nice little PvP platform here. That's a very useful thing to have. I don't have to, now that we've placed command blocks, I don't have to go around and give myself command blocks with the command because I can just copy using the pick block option over here. I've summoned in a huge, massive, big, what do you call it? This is Nether Fortress over here. I'm going to cover it in sand. I'm going to try and build something over here. So I'm going to have to do the set block command. If I just go ahead and go set block, oh, that's not the right command. Slash set block, and then we just do some tildes. And if I can just go Minecraft sand. Actually, no, that's not going to work because I want to do a fill command. So I'm going to go with bedrock. This is going to be the first point of sand. Now this could definitely crash the server. I have had it crash the server before. So I hope it doesn't happen, but I will try to do it. All we're going to do is just fill from these coordinates to these coordinates with sand. Hopefully it's going to drop over the top here. It's much faster than manually placing it in survival. That would be absolute torture. Here we go. Oh dear. Okie dokie. So it looks like it's just hovering. It's not. Oh no, and there it is. It started to fall. So this is going to be real laggy. It could crash the server. I don't know if you guys can see or not, but my mouse currently, if you can see the mouse, let me just go into the game capture settings, make sure it's got capture mouse to set true. Capture audio beta, where is the settings here? It says capture cursor on, but it might not show because it's in the video. Oh dear. Oh, that's not good. Last time when Awesome Sniper was on, oh there we go. It's small enough that it didn't break. But now we have a sand nether fortress on the top, which is quite cool. I don't yet know how to replace in vanilla all the sand blocks with other blocks, so for now these temples are just going to be made of sand. I'm just sort of messing around here. I might add another bedrock platform over here as well. If I just come over here, because I like a bedrock platform that I can work on, I can do explosives and it's not going to break everything. So I'm going to fill from here all the way over to somewhere high up, I'd say, to this blaze spawner maybe. We might just go a little bit higher. Might just wipe the blaze. Actually, no, I'll leave the blaze spawner here just in case someone wants to farm blazes easier. Go here. I'll just put a little bedrock platform here. Now we've got a nice little bedrock platform to work on. I'm going to just be messing around with some commands. So, what I really quite like is summon minecart. So if I could somehow slash summon a TNT minecart and then some arrows, perhaps I could do some real damage. So if I just go ahead and I go slash summon, I'm a bit slow here. And I just put in TNT. I should be able to just tab it in. We do not want it to summon right here. I was going to blow up the redstone. I like to summon them probably at least 30 blocks above. Just got to be very careful because if we make it to... Actually, maybe 20, because 20 is enough to trigger it, I think. 30 is a little bit overkill. There we go. We've got a command here. Now we can just pick this block here. Now, I think just because of the way redstone works, I should be able to actually do some pretty cool stuff. We can actually do segments of 3 here. And the reason we can do segments of 3 is because repeaters will actually trigger not only the block that's in front of them, but also the 2 to the side. So I'm just going to do a real quick demo just to test if this actually works before I go ahead and fry everything. Also, you have to shield all the redstone, otherwise it will break. I could probably do a command block trigger that's a lot safer, but I'm not going to be bothered with that at the moment. Let's go here. I'll get some redstone dust, line this up here, get a little trigger switch here. We're going to have to build like a sort of a cage around the command blocks, because when these drop, they have a lot of damage. They actually haven't, there's a lawn running in the background, hope you guys can't hear that. But they have enough damage to actually blow through solid blocks. I've tested it. And on a diagonal, if you have blocks like this, and you have your redstone component under here, and a TNT minecart drops here, it'll actually blow a hole right through the bedrock and break the redstone, which can be really annoying once you've got bigger command block things. I'm not going to bother filling this in, I'm just going to do it with commands, because it's way faster and can't be bothered manually filling all these blocks in. It's going to be boring for you guys too. I forgot you can just type bedrock and it'll automatically. So I'm still getting used to the new command system because it's so much easier than it used to be. But when I trigger this, oh, look at that. That's it broke the lever, see, because it wasn't shielded. That's a huge big tidal wave. So we could probably continue that on, actually. If I just go ahead and get some repeaters, we can go ahead and continue this, and we can make like a tidal wave of TNT. I think this would be a really awesome attack move for like PvP and survival. If you had, survival PvP, knowing the redstone will give you a huge, like a massive advantage over the other players. So that way it's not like pay to win, it's like learn to win. You've got to learn how to use the map to your advantage, as opposed to it just being based on how many hours you grinded on PvP Legacy or whatever other server you use to get really good at PvP, or if you're using a hack client. This will also be good because if you have a hack client, there's not going to be pretty much any advantage other than the flight hack, which allows you to sort of fly out of the way. If you have a big enough attack area or attack damage, and you know how to use the map, someone who does not hack but who watches these videos will have much more advantage in combat. Just come over here. And we'll just finish this shielding. I will just finish it in one row. We might clone this later, because once we've made one, we can clone it, and we can just make unlimited of these. If you use /clone and then you put the 2 coordinates in, for those of you who don't know, you can just copy-paste structures. Here we go, Minecraft, bedrock. Oh, here we go, bee's nest. Imagine covering it with bee's nests, that'd be a bit weird. Okay, we have our basic frame. I should now be able to flick this lever twice. Oh, that is a cascade. Unfortunately, because they're too close together, I think it's not working quite properly. I might actually be able to isolate the amount of damage done. Oh, I can too. I can set it to only 2 lanes. Alright, so now we've got our basic redstone set up here. I am going to just very briefly break all of this bedrock and put some barriers here. And the reason I do this is because it's sometimes hard. You forget where you've put all the pressure plates, so you need to do that. So if I step on this one, only 2 will come down this side. It'll do a lot of damage, and it'll actually make it to the ground. If I step on this one, only 2 will come down on the other side, and it'll also do a lot of damage. If I step on the middle one, actually no, if the middle one will trigger them all, I think. Yeah, there we go. The middle one triggers them all, so that's a high attack. So you can see the implications for this. If I were to build a bedrock shield, so it's actually a little bit safer so the pressure plates don't break, you could design it in such a way where knowing which pressure plate to step on will give you the ultimate attack. So if I step on here, if we can see the path of the TNT, it's a lot lower of an arc, so anyone within that arc will get destroyed. Even people who are flying with fly hacks will get destroyed with that. I step on this one, same thing, just a little bit to the side. But if I step on the middle one, I will get all of them, which is going to give me a higher arc. So because there's more, as you can see, the end arc peaks up a little bit more. You can also change the commands to make it more cool, more effective. This is a little thing I'm going to play around with. I'll end the video now because it's getting pretty long. It's been like 9 minutes to anyone who's had to sit through this torture. But if you did enjoy, please feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.